we see when we look at this picture? Is it the water? Is it people canoeing? Is it the trees? We should see relaxation. We should see peace. We should see joy brings about a smile. That's something we have to think about. We're recreating sustainable life through environment. I didn't realize playing at a young age out in an environment that I would have a chance to remain well, healthy, doing something great, donating a kidney to my father. At the age of 74, no one else could do it in my family. They were all unhealthy. So here I am, playing the family rivalry game of Scrabble. I think I'm the master of it in the family. My brother thinks he's the master of it, but I think I am the champion. At 86 years young today, he's still here with us, all because I recreated life through recreation. The history of recreation started with a lot of things that we take for granted. Fishing, gardening, bow and arrow, what we call archery today, farming. These are all essential parts of what helps us recreate life. Getting out in environment and learning that we have an opportunity to make a difference. It was all about how do we do it. Getting out, understanding that people being out in environment has a chance to do something different by just simply walking. We walked up here, we walked here, some of us walked here, we talked about walkable cities today. It's all about making a difference. Walking decreases type 2 diabetes by 50%. With a low-fat diet, 58%. Just simply getting out and walking. Being in a park, something that we do quite often, listening to music, sharing opportunities with other people, just knowing that it can bring a smile and reduces stress. Children get in parks and they don't meet any strangers. They get out, they have fun. It's one of those things that they do. So what are we supposed to do as children? We're supposed to provide them with 60 minutes of recreational activity daily. Only 28% of our young people get this type of recreation. And 80% of our young people never have a chance to remain healthy. Here I am, boy, I tell you, trying to remain healthy, get out cycling, doing something outdoors, in environment, trying to sustain some wellness for myself. Broke my wrist in 21, twice. So I went back to cycling instead of skating because it was all about staying on those two wheels for me. But something that we enjoy every day is eating. We're doing it now. This is an annual competition, eating in stuffing hot dogs down our throats. That's a type of recreation, but it's all about how much do we consume? What do we do in moderation? If you look at these foods, you got Cookie Monster on there, you got all these things. These are the bad foods we shouldn't eat, right? But it's the one thing that attracts who? Our young people, our children. They're happy to see it. You go take them to the grocery store, the first thing they look at is the colors of labeling, and they take it in. But these same young people could look at gardening. How do I make a difference in a young person's life? Part of gardening is using recyclable items, food composting, making sure that we're doing the simple things to keep young people active. And what keeps them active as young takes on with them when they become adults. So now they take in these good foods, grains, fish, salmon, nuts. Some of us are allergic to them. I get it. We grow out of it. But all these are healthy items that sustain us in life. We have to think about what are some of the active recreation activities that we enjoy doing. Is it listening to music by show of hands? Is it gardening? Is it talking with people? Is it just enjoying ourselves? We also can do other things. And it's getting out, and it is cycling. It is walking, and it's jogging and hiking. Those are all active recreation components. But there's also passive recreation, aerobics, yoga, Pilates. These are different things that we look at. And then there's these pieces to physical health and mental health. When we talk about what contains us on the physical being, it also helps us here. And so we have to remember, it's social, it's interacting with people, but it's also getting out and doing physical activity. You see here, boy, I tell you, we're in the water, taking it in, doing aerobics. What does it do? It helps our heart. It builds us for longevity. It keeps us durability. But then there's also this piece that we do with that, muscular and endurance of strength, that takes us to a whole nother component of the physical with the mental being. When we look at it, it decreases our anxiety of depression. When we are active 3 times a week, 1 to 3 times, we are participating in 50% that decreases our mental health. 58% when we're doing things that makes a difference. But it's all still about getting out in natural environment. That natural environment entangles us to realize that we have an opportunity to make a difference. You meet people, you smile with people, you talk with people, and then it gives you that physical activity of pickleball. But I challenge each one of you today just to remember that we can recreate our own lives. It is about getting out in environment, and that's making a difference. It's about being active, creating some physical activity, but it's also about the mental health. I thank you and hope that you will make a difference on sustaining your life through recreation.